fella.
We got a big 7'3" forward coming down
How are
onto
you?
the set. What's up, Kristaps? Good to see you, man.
Good to see you again.
Got a microphone for you, and here we go.
I know.
Amanda, take it away.
First media day. How has today been going for you with your new team?
It's been good. It's been good so far. Not my first one. First one here. No.
Yes.
First one here.
Yeah.
Certainly not your first.
Right. But yeah, it's been going great, and I'm very excited.
You told me back in June after the introduction here that this was a place that you wanted to be. You wanted to be here, and specifically because you want to win. But now that you have been here, right, you've had some time to learn the guys out on the court over the last couple of weeks. You've had a chance to learn the organization a little bit. What are you liking about what you're seeing and what you're feeling and hearing?
The energy is great here. Obviously, we all understand that we have a goal. Everybody's brought in here for a goal, and just the thought of that itself, I think, just gives extra motivation to everybody to come up, come here, go into the season, just ready to get to work, and put that work in daily, so we can get where we want to get to.
Everyone that I've talked to in the organization who has been watching you work out and talk to you has told me that you come across as selfless. Like you don't care what your numbers are going to. You want them to be great, obviously, because you want to be a great player. But as long as it's contributing to winning, that's all you care about. Where did that mindset come from, and how has that developed throughout the course of your career?
Yeah, honestly, I think it comes with age. You know, I've been around the league a little bit, and at the end, that's what matters, is winning. If you put up, I had different opportunities to go somewhere else and maybe have a bigger role and maybe even make more money, but I wanted to come here. I wanted to come to Boston just because of the opportunity to play in such a iconic organization with great players that are already here, that are very close, and hopefully I can come in here and bring more to that, and that the idea of that itself just was, I didn't need to hear anything else, and now that I'm here, it's a incredible feeling.
I like what I'm hearing.
You have been on different teams and different organizations, and you just hit on it. This is an iconic organization. Talk about the difference that you've seen, because I played in some bad organizations, and you could see the level just from top to bottom. Just talk about the organization itself and the people here, not only people that are on your team, the coaching staff, but also everybody else, all the staff that's involved. Talk about the organization.
Definitely, I think it from the top down, just top-notch people, professionals. Just knowledgeable people that have made all of that correct and organized, to everybody feels like they're valued in the organization, and everybody's always giving their all and their best. And you can feel that. I think everybody feels good being in this kind of environment, and this kind of environment brings out the best out of people.
What would you say? I got something, because I've talked to some people that played in this game, and when I was talking about what we were having a discussion, right? And I'm not going to say any names who I was talking to, but we were having a discussion, and I brought you up and was saying, like, what a great addition is going to be. And I was thinking about the offensive end, thinking about what you could bring, and their first thing they said was, well, he has never averaged 10 rebounds in his career. Well, I don't think you're going to have to average 10 rebounds. I mean, you could go get them if you need. Talk about what you're going to bring to this team on the defensive end on that side of the ball. Because we know what you could do offensively. I mean, you're unbelievable.
Yeah. Thank you. I appreciate that. I think what has went under the radar a little bit is the type of defensive season I had last year. I took a lot of pride in bouncing back from years that I wasn't as good defensively. Because of different things and injuries, and of course I worked my way back into that. And last season was a really good defensive year also for me, and I look forward to bringing that to even a higher level here, And offensively, as you said, I think we're gonna, sooner or later, we'll figure out how to play together and just hit that rhythm, and it's gonna be really, really hard to stop us. But I think where we can get even better is each individually step it up defensively, and then as a unit, and then we'll be at that different level.
And talking about defense, Eddie, like he was one of the best in the league among all the bigs last season in pick and roll defensive ability and the numbers there, what they showed. But a couple other numbers that I want to point out. I'm not sure if you know about this. You're the only player in NBA history who has averaged at least 2 made three-pointers and at least 1.5 blocks per game in multiple seasons. How crazy is that? The only player in NBA history, multiple threes and at least 1.5 blocks per game in the history of the NBA. I think we can all go through the Rolodex of players who have played in the NBA. You're the only one who's done it. What's that mean to you?
Yeah, no, that's a.
Did you know that?
I did not know that. Okay. That was the only one I did not know that. But I think
I stumped him. Let's go.
But I think the game is changing, right? A lot more big shooting threes, so we're going to see more of that. I think maybe I'm just one of those first guys that was getting the blocks and already shooting like a lot of threes, right? So I think it's only a matter of time. You know, we have Wemby coming into the league, all these young guys that are 7-footers shooting incredible from outside and blocking shots and so on. So. Yeah, it's but that's the stats are you can always pull something out that kind of this is the first guy.
Own that one. Own that one. Just take it for now.
Of course.
Own it until Wemby does it too. Okay. By the way, I can't wait to see you guys face off. What do you know about him?
I mean, he's just a different type of human. No? His body, his arms. I think he's gonna be one of those guys that you play against, like how people feel against, for example, Gobert or myself. That he's actually like taller than he looked like he blocked that shot. But I think Wemby is gonna be like 3 levels above that. Yeah. You know, he's gonna block some threes where you don't expect him to be even close and things like that. So. Yeah, I think he's going to be a very, very special player. He just might need a little bit of time to get adjusted to everything.
You were already wanting to join this Boston Celtics team with Jalen and Jason, and now after the news yesterday, Drew Holiday joining this Celtics team. What's the excitement and just the level of that, knowing that you guys are, going to be really, really good this season?
Amanda called you guys the Avengers.
It felt like Brad was forming an Avengers team.
Yeah, I think the talent that has been brought together, I don't know who else has that, Obviously, some other teams are making some moves, but we have brought in some incredible players and some experienced players that have already done big things in this league. And it's in our hands. As I said, it's in our hands to fulfill our potential and prove that we are what we say we are.
One thing that you bring to this team that it just simply did not have last season, especially in a big way, is post scoring. Mm-hmm. You were second in the league among bigs last season in post shooting percentage at 61%. When you get the ball in the post, what's your go-to move? How are you trying to gain an advantage? Like when you get the ball there, what's going through your mind? Even though you always have an advantage with your height.
That's true. That is true. I think it's a couple summers ago, I would say I want to give some credit to my friend and my trainer, who's a very big numbers guy, and he told me the reality. I wasn't as effective, so I looked at my game. I looked at the things I was doing and how I could improve. And post was something I kind of was always in my game, but I just knew I had to be more effective to be elite. And then and just perfection to some simple moves really, because with my height I'm able to shoot over guys and just create a little bit of rhythm, a little bit of space, and last season I was one of the most effective in the league, and I like that I'll be able to add like a different dimension also to this team, being able to post up and create from there, and if there's double teams then I can hit my open teammates, and I'm excited about that. And shout out to Janis, my trainer.
Just to recap, one of the best in the league scoring out of the post, one of the best defending the pick and roll at the other end of the court. That's a pretty good combination.
Numbers are sounding good. What are you most excited about tomorrow? Like getting started, what are you most excited about?
You know how it is. It's like this is my 9th year in the league, but every year it's like, man, I'm excited. Like for that first practice, that first you just get a little bit of like that nerves, or like I'm ready to go, And then that first preseason game, everything is just a fresh beginning each year, And this is a big stage that I haven't been on in a while, with great players around me, great challenges ahead of us. And what else can I ask for?
Have you ever been on a team that was championship headed to win a championship, coming in and everybody is talking about it? Have you ever been on a team where?
Well, Dallas,
yeah.
you know, we had big expectations. We were both years that I was there, we were fifth seed. You know, so we were not that far off. But I think this is a different level. I think this is a different level.
And you can feel it.
And I can feel it.
Yeah.
I can feel it. You know. So yeah, as I said, this is a big challenge for us. Big challenge, you know, especially with the expectations going into the season. Take it day by day and do what we need to do.
With that championship talk, obviously that's expectations, right? And we kind of just talked about it there. You haven't been in that type of situation before. Why are you ready to shoulder those expectations and to perform when it matters most?
Listen, I don't care. I have full confidence in myself and my skill set. I have full confidence that I will do what's necessary for the team to win games. And if that's having for this matchup not playing in a certain way, I will, believe me, I am there in my career where I just want to win. And that's why I'm here, and I just don't see it not working. You know, of course you need to have a little bit of luck. Everybody has to stay healthy. We have to have, you know, all these things also help us, but what we can control, we're going to control, and I'm excited.
And that's why Brad wanted to bring this man in. Kristaps Porzingis, man, we appreciate the
Thank you.
time.
Yep,
Good luck
and
this season. We can't wait to see you out there.
Quickly before you go, I hear that
yes,
you're
I can't forget this.
You're really into ping pong. That's like
Love
something.
ping pong.
Okay, do you want to?
Here's your paddle.
I mean,
Thank
we can.
You want to serve one over here to
Yeah, I
Eddie?
got one
I
for you too,
suck
Mark.
at
If you
ping
want,
pong.
we just need the net. We could use the monitor as the
I'm
net.
weak
But
at ping
Let's see if we can go back and forth here.
Oh, look, he just did. See?
Wait,
I'm actually
wait, hold on.
using my
Before we get into
left
this,
hand.
How you did that?
there is you know this. There is a ping pong table in the players' lounge at the facility.
Just before I came over here,
Yep.
we set up the table. For the first time, I played against one of the best players I've heard in the organization. It's Steve. He's one of our physical therapists.
Physical therapists,
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And I don't remember. I don't remember.
Oh, he must have got you. He got you.
I don't remember.
Convenient amnesia.
But look, I need to get back. I'm a little bit rusty, you know. I haven't played for a little bit. So
We've
wait,
been worrying about basketball.
exactly. But this is important also.
All right, give us a serve to end the day.
Right now?
Let's do it.
Oh man!
Oh no!
Oh, we see why he lost.
This table is broken. That's what happened.
Okay.
All right, folks.
We could do it again if we need.
That didn't just happen. We're gonna pretend that didn't
Another
happen.
ball. Do you want to?
Redeem
Redemption?
yourself.
Another one.
Redemption.
You want one more? All right.
Ready?
Okay.
Yeah, we seen.
We've seen
Hey, that's
enough
why
of the ping pong.
Steve gonna be taking your money.
All right, Amanda, take us home.
All right, everyone. Well,